To the ground this morning. A couple trapped inside was pulled from the rubble by a man who happened to be passing by. Action News reporter Corey Davis talked to that hero and has the incredible story.
Take a look at all of this rubble. The couple who survived this collapse must have been in just the right spot in their apartment when the buildings came down. What happened after that may have also helped to save their lives. Several feet of debris now piled up where three buildings once stood along the 2200 block of North Front Street in the city's Kensington section.
I thought it was like two trains going right by each other. Yeah, but they weren't. So I just immediately looked to the side because that didn't sound right. And I seen the rubble come down, so I immediately pulled over.
Dave Velasquez says he ran in to search for survivors after the buildings collapsed around 10 o'clock last night.
I was calling out to anybody in there, English or Spanish, and an older gentleman said, I'm here, but I still couldn't see him. And it started, he's saying, look to the third floor. And I looked, and as I was looking, I seen them. So I immediately just rushed in there.
Fire and police officials were able to finish the job, rescuing a 67 and 69-year-old husband and wife.
But really, really lucky because police found these two victims in their late 60s in the debris.
We are told that the properties were 3 stories high with businesses on the first floor and possibly apartments on the second and third. City records show that the middle property was under construction when the collapse happened. We found no record of structural violations online. As the investigation continues, we're told the couple is recovering at Temple University Hospital.
Yeah, the old man was kind of banged up in his face and his legs. And the old lady, I think she might have a broken leg or something, but she's well. She's alive and well.
Officials are also working to make sure the surrounding buildings are structurally sound as they work to determine exactly why this collapse happened. Reporting here in Kensington, Corey Davis, Channel 6 Action News.
All right. Thanks, everybody. That's all I got. I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. We want to hear the problems that you've had in this neighborhood. We've got our own speakers, but we want everyone to get a chance to get on this mic and tell their stories. We got to raise these stories up, and we got to expose the vicious practices that are happening in this neighborhood. Vicious, anti-people, anti-workers, anti-life practices that are happening in this neighborhood. Let me hear you say, "Trouble like you live here." Let me hear you say, "Power to the people." Let me hear you say, "All power to the people." That's right, all power to the people. All power to the people. That's right.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark. And thank you to all of the residents who have been chiming in. Like, we really want to hear y'all's stories. Please talk to one of us if you want to get on the mic later. I think we're going to bring someone up now who is a community member, who is a real hero, who before first responders were even here, the city hasn't done shit for us. This person came out and took time out their day to pull someone from the rubble of this collapse that happened. His name is David. David Calapse. And I think we also have a señor Maldonado aquí, who, just so y'all know, lived in one of the houses that collapsed and was caught in the rubble.
Yes, as you can see from the two videos, you had the story of the man and woman that were found in the rubble of a collapsed building that was being worked on a couple days ago. In the first video, you see the person that spotted them first. His name is David Velasquez, and then you hear the police commissioner also speak on it. The second video is a protest that happened a couple days later. Now, funny thing, I was there for both days. My commute to work is actually at that train station. That's why the angle of the video was where it was at. And they were upset. They felt like the city probably didn't give them enough notice, or didn't care to give them notice. The fact that they were living, it's like, I think it was like a 3-story building, and they were on, I think, the second or third floor. I'm not sure how a building gets demolished with people in it, but they mentioned something of there wasn't any structural deficiencies for it to have collapsed the way it did. But I was actually there when they were tearing the building down, and then I found the story later on. That's probably all the news that I have for that information, other than just shock. I still don't understand how something like that happens, but I guess it's up for interpretation or opinion until someone can gives us some solid information on how two people can be inside a building being demolished and no one knows. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. If I find out anything else about the story, I'll update it. But yeah, I was surprised. I was on the phone with my wife at the time, and it was so loud, the construction, I couldn't even hear myself on the phone. So I said I would call her back. And then the following day, I see a protest outside of the same site. So obviously someone made a mistake somewhere, but so far there isn't any official reports on any foul play. So that's all I got for today.